Welcome back to Teesside Autodrome for more coverage of the FIM Junior World Series, and we're straight into the action.
It is the Ohvale 110 Cup that we start off with here. Max Robinson and Leo Soliu on the front row of the grid, Parker Jazari and Caden Herring, Leon Simpson and Cian Daly, Ella Mosgrove and Austin Wilton from Dan Tanton and Jasper O'Neill-White. Now you may have heard us at the end of race one last time saying Leo Soliu was going to get pole position for getting on the fastest lap of the race in race one. Well, right at the end, Robinson was able to pip him. It was so close between the two of them. So now they will take their battle into race two with Parker Jazari having to start third. Off we go. Couple of wheelies off the line and heading towards us. It is Parker Jazari who stormed his way past both men and got himself into the lead ahead of Robinson and Soliu. Caden Herring still there in P4, but Parker Jazari, he is absolutely not doing this by halves. He started third on the grid, charging through to the lead already.
That was not the plan for Max Robinson, nor was it the plan for Leo Soliu. They did not want to see Jazari coming past them to bag the lead because he won going away last time and he's already stretching his legs here.
And it was not the most incredible start for Robinson and Soliu, but they were absolutely matched off the line in terms of launch time. Parker Jazari only 55 thousandths of a second behind them off the line. That's how quick you've got to be. Reaction times are very important in these races. Out of hairpin two, Jazari, Robinson, Soliu, and just in the background there, Caden Herring trying to stay with them as they go through to South Bank. Robinson fancies his chances on Jazari. Now he knows he's got to get past Parker Jazari early to try and get in his head. If he lets Parker Jazari pull a second or two clear, that's it, the race is already over. So Max Robinson has got to get ahead of Jazari early to break that mentality.
Yeah, there's not much difference between the talent of these riders, there's no doubt. So the dads will have looked at the first race and think we probably need to make a setup change, possibly in the gearing. This may be a track that some of these riders have never been to before or not had a lot of experience at. So they might be guessing the gearing, but once they've had that first race, they'll have a better idea.
Soliu looking much more confident at the start of this race than he did in race one, and he was able to charge through for second place. So that tells you a lot about what that first race has done to the mindset of these riders. Caden Herring, P4, out of the hairpin, down the Bob Pope straight, and into Wiggles, up towards hairpins 1 and 2. This is a bit of a stalemate at the moment in this phase of the race. You've got to remember that the brakes and the tyres are not quite up to full temperature yet. They're still trying to get the confidence in them. Meanwhile, for 5th position, we've got a great battle going on between Daly and Simpson. They're having a terrific duel, so they're ones to watch as we continue on. Soliu's got a run here on Robinson, up to South Bank. Parker Jazari settling into the rhythm though. This is where the confidence rises, and this is where you can really settle into your rhythm.
Yeah, they do allow them to use tyre blankets in this championship. However, they tend to come to the grid and then sit on the grid for 5 minutes, so the tyres go cold anyway, so I'm not sure what the advantage is.
Maybe it's even psychological to make sure you've got that little bit of psychological edge and knowledge in your bike. But yeah, absolutely, as you say, when you're stationary for a long time, all that hard work, all that heat that goes into the tyres just dissipates, especially on a cold day like today when the air temperature is so low. Here comes Soliu, again trying to make the bid on Robinson, through to the reverse corkscrew. Why is it called the reverse corkscrew? Well, it's quite simple. It's a complete opposite polarity of elevation compared to the corkscrew at Laguna Seca in California. Whereas the corkscrew in Laguna Seca drops down, it climbs here at Teesside. So it's very much a similar experience for racers both on 4 wheels and 2. Up to the inside line, this is the move potentially from Ella Mosgrove, and has got the run there on Jasper O'Neill-White. So Ella Mosgrove making a very sturdy claim there to move forward. Mason Hams is not far away either. As we keep saying, it's not just about the leaders of the race overall. You've got to win your battle, your psychological duel, in order to make the racecraft come to you. That's how you learn, it's how you develop. Back to the front, Jazari's long gone, and look at that, the leaders are trying to chop their way past Thomas Med, who got a bit of a scary moment there as both Robinson and Soliu came through. Soliu! Oh, we've had a red flag, red flag. Cian Daly's gone down.
Oh, we haven't seen that, but Cian Daly is down, out of shot of the cameras, so it'll be a red flag. 5 laps gone, so we're going to end up with a restart, so we're going to have a very short sprint race for the win. The medics have done their work. The riders are back ready, and here we go.
So Barker Jazari wants to get well clear of Robinson, Solyu and Herring, but of course, this is the opportunity for the riders to come back at him. Here we go. Robinson with a good launch. Solyu manages to out-drag Herring. So as they go through to turn one, this is a second chance now for Robinson, Solyu, Herring and Simpson. They can get their chance now to go after Barker Jazari. They can really go for something here. So they come off the turn. Look at Solyu getting a lot of confidence early doors on Robinson. Clearly he's up for the victory. He knows that he can raise his confidence. Out of the reverse corkscrew onto the Bob Pope straight, and Jazari is still there, but they are running out of time again. We've seen it twice already. This is the third chance. Robinson going for Jazari on the Bob Pope straight, and he storms past him. This is the chance we've been waiting for. Barker Jazari is not going to have this all on his own. Max Robinson wrestles the lead from him down the straight. Are you really sure this is your race? I don't think so, mate. Max Robinson absolutely storms in and takes the lead away.
And don't forget, guys, this is a severely reduced race now, a very short sprint race for the win here. Max Robinson leads it, but can he hold on? Not got far to go.
Oh, this is so tough. And look at Solyu. He's seen, well, Robinson could do it. So can I. I'm coming straight for him. Barker Jazari, who has dominated the meeting so far, that restart, that red flag, has upset the apple cart. It's changed everything. And Robinson now has a crack at the whip here. Here comes Jazari. Here comes Solyu right in underneath him. So Jazari is not going to have this easy anymore. And even Caden Herring fancies his chances there in P4. Oh, big chance for Jazari. Off the turn. Robinson was a little bit slow. That's the move again from Jazari up the reverse corkscrew. So Jazari gets back into the lead once again. But Max, you've done it once. You can do it again.
Out onto Bob Pope straight. This is where he did it last time. I'm not sure he's close enough here, or is he? Is he? Off Bob Pope straight into the wiggles. He's not going to get him this time.
He's going to need to be daring if he wants to throw that up the inside of hairpin one. And you just don't have the confidence on the inside on the second lap on these tyres. They're going to be too cold to just throw caution to the wind. Bit of a twitch there, though, from Jazari. Off the back straight. Max Robinson has another chance on momentum. Storms in on the inside of South Bank. Jazari chops across him. Oh, this is brilliant racing. This is what we wanted to see. Yes, Jazari has clearly got the faster setup, but having lost the lead on lap one, his confidence needs to regroup. He needs to reset himself. And this is where Robinson and Solyu can take advantage. This is not over, folks. Excellent racing from Robinson. Into the last lap we go. Barker Jazari, Max Robinson, Leo Solyu. Don't give up, Max. There's still a great chance. The 99 pushing hard here. Barker Jazari, who carries the same number as the legendary Marc Marquez in the world of Moto GP. But Max Robinson, he'll want to put a flake in it on the 99 if he can finish this one off out of the reverse corkscrew. Down the Bob Pope straight. This is where he stole the lead on the first lap of the restart. He's got speed. Has he got confidence? That's going to be the key factor. Here he comes! Charges in on Jazari, and he's back in front on the last lap. Brilliant from Robinson. Now Jazari is going to have to take a gamble or two if he wants to wrestle the lead back. To the hairpin. Out of hairpin two. Onto the back straight, and Jazari, his hand is in the air. He's frustrated. He clearly feels he hasn't got the chance to come back at Max Robinson. Maybe there's something wrong on the bike. Maybe there's something wrong with his confidence. Whatever it might be, he is frustrated. Now trying to chase down Max Robinson. Can he go for it? One final chance out of the hairpin. You're going to need to throw caution to the winds. He's giving it everything. He's on the throttle, but he can't get there. Robinson's in the way. Max Robinson takes the win away from Barker Jazari. Leo Solyu in third position. What a brilliant race from Max Robinson. Never, ever give up. You just don't know what's coming. And Max Robinson steals it from Barker Jazari ahead of Leo Solyu. Caden Herring in a strong fourth ahead of Leon Simpson. Great riding from Jasper O'Neill-White to get through to P6 ahead of Ella Mosgrove, Mason Hams, Dan Tanton and Austin Wilton. Max Robinson, the hero of the hour. Wow!